Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's take a brief look at SMCI stock, a stock which we are now seeing find a little bit of stability. On the Friday session, we have seen this one hit levels at 40.41, and over the past 5 days, we're only seeing this one drop by 5%. Now, where things get really interesting is when you look from the 2nd of September, the results are actually a lot less bad. From the lows that we've seen in that day to the end of Friday, we're actually up by 1%. And come over to the chart over here, and you're going to be now seeing this one come to a key level. We've seen lows roughly at 30.74, levels that we have somewhat bounced off of in the past. The question is, what do we see this time, and is the trend going to be different, right? Do we now have that potential to move up after such a steep decline? Well, over the course of this video, I'll be giving you my personal thoughts and opinions, so if it does sound good, please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. At the same time, also remember I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Now, with that being said, let's jump straight into this one. Now, this stock over the past couple of months has seen, well, quite the trend, really. 6 months over here, we've seen this one still up by 9%. From the middle of May to the highs, we saw this one up ultimately over 80%. And in the past year to date, you've seen that trend, right? The past month, however, not looking so good, down by 13%. We're just seeing constant drops. Now, as I mentioned a second ago, where things become interesting is when we zoom out and actually acknowledge we're now coming to a level that we've bounced off of in the past. Now, this is going to be one of the most important, in my opinion, weeks for this stock that we have seen in some time. Because if we're able to hold on to this, like we were at points in the past, right? We could be looking at a little bit of a bounce. We could be looking to go higher. We could be looking to potentially even retest levels that we have recently seen. At the same time, if we don't hold on to these, we don't really have any supports for quite a while below this. So my opinion is very simple. We're going to need to hold on to these levels, right? At the very lowest, 39.10 is fine. A little bit better would be something like what we're seeing right now at 39.49, as we saw at the lows, potentially even into the 39.80s. But this is absolutely a range to watch. I'm going to call it $39.20 all the way up to about $41, $42, right? This is a key level of support, or historically has been for the stock, and this is going to matter a lot going into the next week. A break above this channel would be a significant move. That would potentially signify more to come, but a drop below this channel I think would be very detrimental. I think that would take us to levels at the very least in the $38 range, if not significantly lower than that. If we're not able to hold 38 from there, I think 36 is absolutely possible. From there, potentially even going down into 32s, 33 range, right? Which would still signify a significant drop. So my opinion overall on this one, guys, I think it's going to be very important to watch what happens this week. Do I think there's a potential for a bounce? I think it's absolutely possible, and all you've got to do is look into the trend that we've seen in the last day or two, or even the past week I should say. From really the Tuesday, Wednesday period of time, we have seen this one really start to level out. We are now seeing what you could call, to a degree, some consolidation. If we're able to see this hold up, if we're able to see a break to the upside, we could be looking for that trend to change. But again, this is going to be, for me at least, a period where I am sitting and watching. I personally wouldn't be buying at these levels. That's just my opinion. Now again, there is an argument to be made that it could be an interesting level to buy at. Just depends on what your risk tolerance is, right? It doesn't personally work out for me at this stage. Again, maybe give it 2-3 days, obviously when the trading week starts. If we see this one move up higher from here, that could be a very interesting point to look for, or if we're able to see these levels hold up. But again, I personally want that absolute confirmation, because if we don't see that, I think we are going a bit lower. So, on the upside then, other levels to watch out for, I think we're looking for levels really above $42. We're looking for levels above $43. They are the two to watch out for. First level of resistance that we might hit though, 41.30, 41.35. Levels that we have seen as supports, here and also back here as well. If we see that, or if we see a break above that, that could signify a trend change. Again, we've had difficulty doing that in the last couple of days, as you can see here. Very important level to watch out for the upside. I think we're now in a channel where the downside potential is becoming very tight to at least have a positive outlook on this stock. And the upside potential, depending on how you could see it, there could be a lot, right? But it is obviously a risky play. Depends what your risk tolerance is. Some people may see this as a great opportunity right now. For me personally, I don't. I think I'd need to wait a few days to see if we actually see this upwards momentum before I was comfortable. Just my opinion. Thank you for your time, guys, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.